My name is Deb Jesus. I'm from Kanab City, Utah. This story will be from my point of view because my husband's case is still open and I've been just as much a victim of corruption through this nightmare. My husband, who worked at the hospital and home health company, was charged with several crimes of a sexual nature against an elderly gentleman in his 90s. The charges are ludicrous. After his ramblings, he was not taken to the doctor to collect evidence, nor was he given a mental cognitive exam. It doesn't take an expert to see that there are mental issues going on. And people that work in geriatrics usually, and I say usually, know the claims like these are quite common in the beginning of dementia or other age-related ailments. The cop who has always said there's more than one way to get people out of our town, we're not Mormon, by the way, just jumped on it, rubbing his hands together as if to say, I got him. APS, of course, was called into an interview, the old man. They never even spoke to my husband. We had to fight to get all reports from the police department. The cop lied to the APS and told them my husband had flunked a polygraph. It's on the papers. He never took one at the police department. He also said the old man was a good old boy that he'd known since birth. APS closed the case as inconclusive. The same cop seems to be the driving force behind this nightmare. He was heard at a Friday night football game, which the whole town attends, that he'd never trusted my husband since he moved into town. And he didn't really think my husband actually did the crime, but I know he's lying about something. We personally came up with $500 and drove 400 miles for my husband to take a polygraph with the premier polygrapher of Utah, a retired police officer. The report and the examiner states that my husband is definitely telling the truth. We were appointed a public defender. My husband lost both jobs due to the charges, but it was determined legally that he was wrongly terminated. We feel the judge, prosecutor, and attorneys are working together. They only want a conviction, regardless of the truth. Our entire lives have been destroyed. It's hard to even leave the house. This happens all the time with this small police force. They do what they want, regardless of the law. I've seen them drive several people to suicide with their unethical ways. There is no internal affairs department. No one to check on their ethics. It's scary, it needs to stop, and everyone needs to know it could happen to you.